We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
These defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. Here's Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. A gain there of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Murray again. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction. And
what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught, and it's 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down and 4. To throw is Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now it's Wilson.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw, it's Murray.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Still going. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey Benson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a couple of the lead. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Prater for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson.
He lets one go deep for Addison. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Murray now.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Hook up of 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Murray going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 34-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 66 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2.
Wilson going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinal offense and Kyler Murray back onto the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Zone read. Here's Benson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run behind center with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But injury stoppage here and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Prater's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. For the Vikings offense, and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point.
Throwing is Wilson. He completes it to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From just shy of midfield, here's second down at 7.
To throw is Wilson.
Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Wilson.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Wilson.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tune. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
3rd down and 13. Here's Tune to throw it. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Well, the home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Looking to throw. Wilson. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal, 1-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Tune to throw it now. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tune going to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here's Tune. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Looking to throw, Tune.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Tune.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. So we've reached the intermission.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Wilson.
Drops this underneath for Chandler.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On first down, it's Benson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Throwing, Tune.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver, receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man here is Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Oliver. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2.
The Vikings will line up.
Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Connor up the middle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They run over center with Benson.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give up the middle with Benson. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
Tune. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff to Chandler.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Josh Oliver
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tune. That pass completed to Dortch.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Here's Tune to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Tune gonna throw it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Tune.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Dancing to his left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The game of 7 brings up 3rd and 13.
Back to throw. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. Nice footwork at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's the GAMEDAY. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They run it with Chandler.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready. And at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Got his man. It's Dortch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Tune. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And Tune to throw it now. He's into space past the 25. Down the right sideline.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point good by Prater. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
54. Cardinals
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Wilson. Caught on the slant. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. So here come the Vikings now as they'll again go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Looking to throw, Tune. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing, Tune. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tune.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson wants to throw it.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Take him out.